Okay, hey Taurus, it is Toya from Infinite Work. I'm sorry about the darkness. It is really late, and I am trying to get these readings done. It's been 2 days since I've done Aries, so just kind of got to take the opportunity where we have it. So I'm sorry for the lighting, but let's get right into it. This is going to be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the remainder of September 2019. We're gonna do couple Tauruses first. Okay. Last shuffle. Last shuffle. Last shuffle. Okay. What is the mutual energy between Taurus and their romantic partner until the end of September 2019? From now until the end of September 2019. What is the mutual energy between Taurus and their romantic partner? We're doing Taurus couples first. From now until the end of August 2019. Okay. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, and past life relationship, you have known each other before. So for me, the finances and career card, whenever we're talking about romantic, well, not all the time, but for me, a lot of times as a reader, this card is talking about investment, right? So if this is a past life relationship, you and your partner may be working on how to better invest in the situation. You may be talking about reciprocity. Um, you may be talking about what work to do after dealing with something that may have been trying in the relationship. Okay. Okay. Let's clarify this. Yes, I'm feeling investment, questioning investment in the relationship for the rest of September 2019. 3 more shuffles. I think I'll try to turn it around next time. Where's finances and career here? Okay. Grief. Miracle at the bottom of the deck. Grief and creation. So I feel like, again, I am feeling like maybe something maybe went astray, went awry somewhere along the path, and that you guys are now talking about how to maybe get over things that have happened in the past and start anew, how to let go of things that where you guys hurt each other in some way or felt betrayed, or like there's a lack of trust somewhere in the situation. Just trying to figure out how to invest properly in order to get the max benefit out of your relationship. Okay. And what advice do we have for Taurus couples? I Let's see. Maybe I'll get just a little bit nosy. Let's see what the advice is for first, excuse me, because if it's kind of clear cut, then this time right now. My throat chakra has been crazy. I haven't really been able to find the words. Anyway, this is my second time. The Aries readings is my first that I'm doing general readings. So I was really anticipating picking up on so many different energies. But it's been kind of straightforward. So let me see what the message card says, and then we'll decide whether it is that we're going to go deeper. Okay, message card for Taurus couples from now to the end of September 2019. How can they easily or most successfully structure investment into the relationship to go forward after either some past betrayal, hurts, or just overall. What advice do you have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising in Business, couples? Okay. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have Strength and Movement. So I'm feeling for this. Be strong enough to move forward. I mean, it's not the easiest thing to do, and it really sounds simple, and it kind of sounds like, what the hell did I need? I don't need a tarot reading to tell me that. Kind of like somebody when you're like, oh, what, I lost something. And they be like, well, where's the last place you had it? It's like, if I knew the fucking last place I had it, it wouldn't be lost, right? I would know where it's at. It's kind of like the same thing with this. It's like, I already know that I have to be strong to do it, but how? How do I do that? How do I move forward? That jumped out. So we have the Hierophant. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is right here beneath it, by the way, with the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups and the Sun. And this, where you go? Oh, yeah, and the Sun card here. Okay, so basically what I think this is saying is this. It may sound easier. I mean, yeah, easier said than done, but then again, it's not. You have to make the decision whether or not your resentment is more important than the love that you have or the idea or the goal that you have for your relationship. If resentment is more important, then it probably makes more sense for you to back up from this situation and find something that's more suitable for you. Because if someone has done something that's a complete deal breaker for you, or has exceeded a boundary to the point where you're like, I can't do this no more, it's better to just say that, let that energy move out of the way so what's right for you can come in. There's no need to stretch it out. Now, if you are in fact wanting to stay in this relationship, then you're going to have to make the choice to let go. And it's not a choice that you're going to make once. It's a choice that you're going to have to make every day when you wake up, that you're going to let the past go. You're gonna have to make that choice every day when you have arguments about other shit and you get triggered or reminded somehow about something that happened in the past that hurt you, and you have to make the decision not to bring that up, to stay present. So there's no magic light bulb moment that's going to happen where all of a sudden you're just going to forget about everything that happened and say, fuck it, let me just move on. I'm so in love. There's going to be hard times, but you have to have strength. And the strength card is number 44, right? That is talking about structure, foundation, balance. Look how she's balancing, holding the world with one hand. She's standing on one leg. She's like manifesting forward with the butterflies and stuff. Like, it's not, and this is with the world, on holding the world behind her. So, and that's another thing with the world, her holding the world behind her. The world is very temporary, right? It turns, it goes in cycles. This phase may have planted the seed for something greater, even though it was hurtful, right? Most times we go through pain anyway. But this phase that we went through with our partner, this is for those of us that want to stay in the relationship. This phase that we went through, though it was hard, though it was heavy, right? We learned to balance it, and we set the seeds and the roots for something great to prosper out of it. So, in forgiveness, just know that have the optimism that this was just a rough start that brings more strength and not something that's going to end us if you don't want it to end, right? If you want to continue to put the investment into the relationship. Let's get a rebel deck advice. You can't if you're gonna decide to forgive and move on, then do just that. You know, it doesn't make no sense, like I said, and you can't juggle the two. You can't be like forgiving and then not and then bringing it up. That's craziness. It's not good for you. It's not good for your partner. Okay, what's a Rebel Deck advice card for Taurus couples from now until the end of September 2019? Some Rebel Deck advice for Taurus couples, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus from now until the end of September 2019. Oh, and I forgot, Taurus the bull, pretty stubborn, huh? Yeah. No, ma'am. Not gonna take all of those cards. Seen some pretty good ones, but I'm not gonna take all those cards. Too many. Okay. Maureen, one card, please, for Taurus couple. Taurus couple, please. From now until the end of September 2019. What's up, Rebels? That guy ain't got no advice. If it ain't all those cards, it ain't nothing. I just seen something want to come out twice. That something good is about to happen. Don't let your issues fuck it up. It didn't come out. Just almost twice. I've never been one of those readers. Well, every once in a blue, I'll get the tinge in my hand and start pulling cards. But for the most part, I feel more comfortable when the cards just fall out. So I'm sorry if this is a long shuffle for you, but it is what it is. Gotta have the patience. My arm feeling pretty damn tight. Jesus. Okay, Maureen, come on. One advice card for Taurus couples from now until the end of September 2019. The bull. Even your cards is being stubborn. I'm still not taking all these cards, no matter how many times a million cards flip over. I'm not taking all those cards. Thank you. It says, take a shot. Don't take 12. Don't take 1. Okay? Maybe 2. Move on. And then it says, oh, Lord. You think someone is lying. They are. Okay. So, again. Oh, look how light it got. That's good. So, again. General reading. So, you don't want to, but you know what resonates with you. That's why I gave both options, if you want to stay, if you want to go. Wow. I'm feeling like it may be more of you wanting to leave than stay. If you know that this person is repeating cycles, if you think they're lying to you, don't just take it off of a general tarot reading, I'm feeling like you're going to give somebody a chance to kind of come clean or whatever. So you might be giving your partner a chance to come clean, or them you. Some things might have already been found out. This may be a repetitive cycle. This may be something that constantly happens. Maybe something that someone is holding on to. Someone may be holding on to a lie and not wanting to admit the truth. Either way, there may be a little bit of grieving here and then a new beginning, whether it's with or without your partner, which you're probably like, yeah, that's pretty much what it's going to be. With the Queen of Swords and the Nine of Swords here, I feel like somebody's really in their head about whether or not they want to cut somebody off. And like I said, for a general reading, everybody is going to be different, because here you have the Four of Wands and then you have the Moon card. So this can mean somebody using their intuition to try to figure out how to rebuild the foundation, especially with the King of Cups here. And the King of Cups is someone who is in much control of their emotion. And with the Queen of Swords here, someone that's not ready to cut some shit off. So I guess you guys are trying to figure out this for the rest of the month. You know what I mean? Trying to figure out some lies. Get to the bottom of some things and realize whether or not you want to keep investing in the situation. If you don't, like I said, it's best to cut ties as soon as possible. Not wait years upon years. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Take it and move the fuck on with it. If you feel like you do want to invest, it's probably going to take a lot of effort, a lot of forgiving, a lot of forgiving and forgetting in a sense. And leaving that person the opportunity and the room to grow. Okay? Because if you held them bound to that idea of the same person that they were, it's going to be very difficult for them to show you anything different. Okay, so that is for my Taurus couples. Let's do Taurus singles, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs from now until the end of September 2019. Three more shuffles. Taurus singles. Taurus singles. What is the mutual energy between them and their love interest or romantic interest? Okay. So we got unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And then you have very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Now, very conflicting cards. Very soon and unrequited love for singles. So, this may be, for some reason, I'm getting the feeling of somebody wanting to be more than friends and somebody not really being with it. But let's just see. That's what I'm getting from the cards. Why is unrequited love here for Taurus singles? Why is unrequited love here for Taurus singles? From now until the end of September 2019. Why is unrequited love here for Taurus singles? Okay. It's a lot of cards. I'm going to look at them now. I'm going to look at them. Okay. We have vanity, dissipating, acceptance, recovery, and perfection at the bottom of the deck. Okay. See. How is Taurus feeling? Taurus single. How is Taurus single feeling? Lovely partner. We have love yourself first. And stay optimistic about your love life at the bottom of the deck. How is Taurus's love interest or external energy feeling? Yeah. That was honeymoon, by the way. It like kind of rested on my hand. That's why I didn't take it. Taurus has, okay, got two cards for them. We have free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And children at the bottom of the deck. Your love life is being affected by children. So I honestly feel like in this situation, I feel like that there's somebody in this situation that basically thinks that they're all that. For lack of better words, because I know that's super old school. I'm telling my age, right? But somebody that really thinks that they're all that. Quite frankly, you know, boastful with the way that they speak. You know, very laid back on the way that they move. You know, they're going to do what they want to do, how they want to do it. You feel me? Like, And whoever's just, you're just gonna deal with it. If you're gonna deal with me, you're just gonna fucking deal with that. Whether that's you or your person, Taurus. And somebody's like, you know what? Fuck this. But I think that this is also triggering this relationship. I feel like, or this meeting is important, yeah, because it's triggering emotional um traumas that you have, probably from your childhood, from your parental relationships, or maybe even just with exes, so it's triggering, excuse me. So I don't know, like I said, it could be you, it could be the other person, but from the way I see it, it seems like it's you, Taurus, where this other person is kind of triggering, or this other situation, if it's not a person, but this is romance, so I'm guessing it's a person, kind of triggers your insecurities. um Triggers feelings of rejection, even though it's not out here, feelings of codependency. you know and it's like one person is kind of like out, just wants more from the situation, maybe, you're kind of feeling down about it, kind of feeling down about themselves, and the other person just out here just doing it up. She's really a boastful type of person, and I'm not sure if they're meaning it to be a mean person, but they're big energy, and it's a lot to take in when you're not really feeling at a good place emotionally yourself. So love yourself first. Love yourself first. And that's falling on your side. So it's just like, okay, bittersweet and confusion. Again, you might not want to leave this person alone. And see, now this person may not be a bad person too. Might not be about leaving them alone or not pursuing them any further, as much as it's about allowing those triggers to happen for you so you can go ahead and heal those wounds. Right? Because the perfect person can come into your life, and if you're not ready to receive it, it still won't work out. Right? So everybody's looking for the one, but are you prepared for the one when they come? Because when the one comes, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Chances are this person's going to trigger you. You're going to be tested to see whether or not you're actually ready and prepared for this next step. So what you might want to do is some throat chakra and some crown chakra healing, with these cards coming out here, and some in service as well. When we give of ourselves, and not in a toxic way, in a relationship where we're over giving and not getting any reciprocity. I'm talking about actual service, doing something that you love, going and cuddling babies, or going to a senior citizens home and volunteering, or cooking, or going to a school and putting money on a child that doesn't have it, lunch books or something like that. Um, and I'm hearing that when you do that, when you take your attention off of this person and place it on you, it's kind of bittersweet, because you feel like you're losing something, but actually you're really gaining something. You're treating it as a death, but it really is a rebirth for you. Okay? So what advice do you have for the Taurus singles from now until the end of September 2019? Thank you. Taurus singles, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, from now until the end of September 2019. So what's your advice for Taurus singles in regards to their romantic love interest? Yeah. Beauty Queen and True Love. I'm sorry, I'm covering everything. And True Love. Yeah. There's a need for you to really get back into yourself. I'm feeling like, okay, I keep saying you would get back into yourself because it came up on your side. Love yourself first. If it's not you, just go ahead and switch it around. But I feel like your partner is like really swaggy, like, really charismatic, attracts a lot of attention, and it's almost like you don't want to give that up, but it's almost like they can't fulfill what it is that you need. It's like they can't bring you this certain type of security that you need. Like they may be super laid back and like just kind of always doing them, always really in control of their own feelings and how they move and stuff. And I think, well, what I'm hearing is the lesson that it is that you need to learn here is that the type of security that you're looking for has to first come from you. So yeah, somebody you're in a relationship with is required to give you a certain form of security, but the basis for that security that you're looking for comes from within you. And so this person is really triggering you to have a different level of self-love and confidence. Not that you don't already have self-love, but it's levels to this. It's levels to these things. So this person is definitely pushing you to your next level. And whether that means that you guys are supposed to be in a relationship or not, doesn't matter. We get really caught up in that. Sometimes it's just a lesson. Sometimes it's a lifetime, but sometimes it's just a lesson. And we need to learn how to be okay with that. Okay, advice for Taurus. That was quick. Shit could be so much worse. Be fucking grateful. That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like you actually have the type of person that's really like doing anything to you necessarily on purpose. It just feels like a triggering. And usually this type of stuff happens when we're getting ready for a big relationship or something huge coming in. The universe kind of just seeing where you are, with your growth. So be accepting of that and go ahead and pass the test and move it forward. Okay. Let's do finances for Taurus. Finances. Listening. Finances for Taurus, Sun, Moon, rising Venus to the end of September 2019 for finances and career. What can you tell Tauruses? Sun, Moon, rising and Venus for finances and career. From now until the end of September 2019. At the bottom of the deck, we have making a choice, the number 30. Metamorphosis, the number 25 or the number 7. And slow and steady, the number 3. Number 12, which is the number 3. So it looks like there's going to be some changes in your financial and career sector, whether this means choosing another job, choosing between 2 jobs, thinking about whether you want to open up your own business. But I think it's a little bit deeper than that with finances and career, actually, with metamorphosis here, because this is kind of a change from the inside out, right? And money is a very tangible thing, but with metamorphosis here, there's something that's going on within that's making a change to your money situation, whether it's that you're beginning to save and invest in money now, and you're trying to look for ways to increase and make the most out of the money that you have, and you're kind of going step by step and figuring out the process of how to do that for the rest of September. Let's see. Yeah, with the 7, 3, you got 2 number 3s and the number 7. So 3s are all about collaboration, right? 2 people coming together and then creating something, creating an energy. So this can definitely be something with entrepreneurial, where you're making, having a partner, choosing a partner, a business partner to work with. There may be something painful with this. There may be something painful with this, especially with slow and steady. There may be some rejection. There may be some hardship. There may be some bumps in the road and some bumps in the road and some excuse me, maybe even some pain due to rejection or something like that. Oh, look. Rejection at the bottom of the deck. So maybe, okay, metamorphosis. Why is metamorphosis here? For finances and career for Taurus. from now to the end of September 2019. Why is Metamorphosis here? Metamorphosis here. Because when a caterpillar goes inside a cocoon to turn into a butterfly, it's really a painful experience. When a child is being birthed out of their mother's womb, it's really a painful experience, right? That transitioning, and especially if it's slow and steady, I feel like it just means that there may be some bumps in the road, some choices that you have to make, some maybe very difficult choices that you're really having to think about. So metamorphosis here with impatience and forgiveness at the bottom of the deck. So there may be a situation with your finances and career where you're not really appreciating the journey of it, right? You want it to hurry up and be over. You want to be the butterfly already. You want to have the harvest already. And it's just like when you get there, you're going to appreciate the journey. You're going to see it differently. But right now, it's just like, ugh. And you're probably talking like that with just being the throat chakra color, that blue. It's just like you may be speaking in ways that may be really doing you more harm than good. So be very careful how you speak and how you think. As far as like lack mentality and lack speaking is concerned, because something is painful, because something is not working out the way you want to monetary, know that there's a bigger plan and know that you need to continue to be positive and enjoy the journey. There's no one set destination, you know what I mean, out of all the destinations. It's a journey that's exciting. Your destination will be probably when you're in a whole nother realm, not in a body like this, you know what I mean. There's no destination here, it's just the journey. So be calm with yourself, and then you can't make a good decision or a good choice if you're in this state right here, you know. And under making a decision is deep freeze, and wide open is in the reverse. So you really need to kind of close yourself off, from what I'm understanding, and really take some time out and chill. Let the changes happen. Be more in an observant state. Take your time with the slow and steady card here before you make a decision concerning finances, because it might end up leaving you at a loss if you be impatient and make the wrong decision or say the wrong things. Okay, why is slow and steady here? The finances for Tauruses. Okay, we have victim at the bottom of the deck, confusion, crown chakra, and isolation. Again with the throat chakra. I feel like because things are going slow, like again with that speech, like I feel like you're kind of like, I don't know what to do. I don't. This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Like just feeling cold, left out, confusion, foggy, just like, well, okay, well, what? How am I gonna do this? What am I gonna do about that? What am I gonna do? And you're constantly looking for